Radio talk show, the best talk show, the best all-night talk show, the best talking, period. Applaud me. Thank you. Some updates of things that are going on from the parade. Donald Trump is still parading and doing the rounds as his inauguration day. Usually, and it's just tradition. When you have when you are inaugurated as the next president of the United States, things like going on a parade, meeting the people, stuff like this happens. So this is what they're doing. They're going out now. They are meeting with a lot of people, and this is the type of things that come along with being the president of the United States. So he's enjoying his day. They're trying to do things according to tradition. And latest video shows DC police pepper spraying protesters. In a picture, it has a picture of this guy standing on top of a car, kicking in a windshield. Just sad. A video on social media shows District of Columbia police pepper spraying a group of protesters, including an elderly woman and a man on crutches, as well as those trying to help them move out of the way. A spokesman for the Metropolitan Police Department declined to immediately provide comment. It was unclear what happened just before the video began. Like always, we have to wait and see what happened before the video actually started, but I don't know what an elderly woman and a man on crutches did to deserve to be pepper sprayed. Like, really? Is this what we're doing now? Pepper spraying? Because they're standing with people who are protesting and you just want to take out a pepper spray and just start throwing it in the air like it's Banaka for bad breath and just start putting it in everybody's face? Is that really what we're doing right now? Come on, DC police. You guys should have been aware and you knew stuff like this was going to be happening, but you shouldn't get everybody. They change the narrative when they see fit. Oh, when black people are destroying stuff, they're thugs, animals, and criminals, and savages. When white people protest, oh, they are just protesters. When white people do the same thing, they're just protesters. Oh, when someone tries to take over land someplace else that we don't agree with, oh, they're terrorists. ISIS is terrorists. They're trying to take over land in Iraq. But we don't like the Assad regime, so we're going to help these people that are trying to take over Syria. We'll help them out. And they're not terrorists. Oh, no, they're not terrorists. They are freedom fighters. Come here, ma'am. Everybody shouldn't get in trouble because one person does something wrong. So right now, on the 5 o'clock shadow, I got my special guest. Give it up for my special guest, Kiana. How are you doing, ma'am?
Good.
Do you see yourself right there on the camera?
Yes.
You got you right there. But when your sisters get in trouble, right? And your sisters get in trouble a lot, right?
She got in trouble.
She got in trouble when you were coming home? Okay. Now, when your sisters get in trouble, do you think you should get in trouble too if you didn't do anything wrong?
No.
So it was wrong for that police officer to pepper spray everybody if everybody didn't do something wrong, right?
Yes.
So why is it, explain to me, DC police, why is it a 6-year-old? She's 6. How old are you?
6.
She's 6. How old are you?
6.
6 years old. She's been on this earth only 6 years, and she understands the concept of not everybody has to get punished. Why are you trying to punish and pepper spray everybody? I understand it's a lot of people, and you're nervous and you're afraid. I don't know, you're just afraid for everything. I don't understand how a man with a gun, a taser, a baton, a radio, backup, a car, a horse, all the stuff police have. I don't understand why y'all are so afraid of everybody and so quick to start spraying people, but that's what you're doing. I don't understand, but I do understand that you got to maintain order, especially when the president is coming down in a parade and anything can happen. So you do have to be vigilant, but you have to find better ways to police. We don't have to pepper spray everybody because you're having a difficult time controlling people. Right, Kiana?
Yes.
All right, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we'll see you later, Kiana.
Yes, we will.
That was just my niece Kiana guest talking on the 5 o'clock shadow. Applaud her. While hundreds of others waved signs and chanted slogans voicing their displeasure for the president. So here's the problem with wanting to protest. And here's the problem with these demonstrations. This is the difference, okay? So a lot of people say, oh, this is our right. We used to protest and do this stuff in the days of Martin Luther King. I agree, you used to do it. And yes, there was some of this that went on in the days of Martin Luther King, but seems like a lot more now. In every protest, you have these people. There's always some Okay, let me try to explain this through a story. So I used to, in my high school to college days, always get into fights, right? Dudes would be like, yo, you bumped into me. I'm like, who the hell are you talking to? All of a sudden, we rolling around on the floor, we fighting, I'm kicking people, I'm stomping people. It's an old life, don't worry about it. Truth is not like that anymore. Applaud me for being a new man. In my days, right? In my days of wanting to be super thug and wanting to go out and fight everybody, there came a time where I said, you know what? Maybe this just ain't for me. And I came to that realization because there would always be one friend of mine, no matter where we went, no matter what type of party we went, college party, house party, school party, school dance, bar mitzvahs, you name it, we were there, and he was always getting into fights, and I noticed that I would always have to go and fight for him. So it was almost like, okay, we're going to the party, let me wear my sneakers that I don't really care about, because I know we're going to scuffed up and messed up, I know we're going to end up fighting. And this is what happens. This is nothing new. So I'm there, and of course, he walks into the party, he starts drinking, he tells this big guy, you know, hey, whatever. They start fighting, I start fighting, we both get jumped. It was then I said, I can't be doing stuff even with good intentions, because every time I do stuff, he's going to ruin it for me. When I try to go out and have a good time, he's going to be the one to get into a fight. When I try to go out to be peaceful, he's going to be the one that ends up slapping someone. Whether it be a guy or a girl, he's always into something. So I couldn't do it anymore. It's how I feel about these protests. This is why I will not be at protests. When they had a peace rally last year for the violence that was going on in my city, I was there. That was in front of City Hall. I was there. Because I was speaking against gun violence and the violent youth violence. So I understand that. But the problem is, when you are protesting, there's always one person who loves to go above and beyond that causes problems. Like, sit yourself down. We protesting. You don't have to start fist fighting with people. So a lot of protesters during Trump's parade, he's coming down the street in the car or whatever. A lot of people, they have signs. They're yelling, boo, I don't like you. Dump Trump, he has us in the slump. Dump Trump, he has us in the slump. Dump Trump, he has us in the slump. What? Dump Trump, he has us in the slump. Dump Trump, he has us in the slump. Anyway, they start complaining, you know, and they're protesting. Always that one mother father that has to, yeah, dump Trump, he has us in the slump. I'm gonna jump on top of this car. I don't even know who the owner is. It ain't got nothing to do with Trump, but I'm gonna smash the windshield. Now all of a sudden police are beating that person. And then guess what happens? It's always another person. Yo, don't beat on him. He wasn't doing anything. He was just smashing the windshield of the car. Now they're beating on him. And then now innocent people are just standing there like, no, please stop. No, let's stop this. And now everybody's getting pepper sprayed. And that's what's happening in Washington, D.C. now. And that's why I can't go out and do things with some of y'all, because not all of y'all know how to act. Some of y'all act like my friend who every time we go to a party wants to get into a fist fight with someone. Some of y'all who like people I know, even some family members. Whenever we go to the club, whenever we go to a bar mitzvah, whenever we go to a quinceañera, he always got to get into trouble with someone. And that's how it is when you go to these protests. You try to plan a peaceful protest. Peaceful. P-E-A-C-I-ful. Peaceful. You go to these peaceful protests and you think you're just going to be there holding a sign. Yes, we can. We treat us equal. Donald Trump. Dump the Trump. Trump's a slump. Has it in a slump. And all of a sudden, one person's jumping on the car. A bunch of a fool behind young people like, hey, dude, let's just don't break the windshield of the car, dude. Let's just turn it over. And now they're turning the car over and they're breaking windshields and they're stealing stuff and everything. And then the police come beating, shooting everybody. Now I'm getting shot and all I was doing was holding the sign. I ain't there for the foolishness with you guys. Leave me out of it. I'm talking about justice. I'm talking about real justice. Not me getting 30 days in jail justice because you want to act like a fool. I'm talking about real justice, real change. Let our voices be heard. But this is why I can't go out with you guys, because you guys want to get into all kinds of ridiculous trouble, and I can't. My old friend, you know who you are, I can't rock with you either anymore. You can call in on the 5 o'clock shadow or something, but I don't even want you in the studio, because you might get into a fight with Wilson. Look at Wilson right now. I don't need you fighting with Wilson. Wilson doesn't like being pepper sprayed. Wilson, do you like being pepper sprayed? I didn't think so. Wilson don't like being pepper sprayed.